Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Youth Force.
Youth Force who?
Youth Force Chronicles is back.
Yeah, we are.
Are you ready?
Well, all right. As Mr. Joe said, welcome back to Youth Force Chronicles Season 2.
Oh, my goodness.
This is nuts. And not only that, but upon recording right now, this was the first episode that we recorded was on Halloween. So we're about 2 days away from
a whole year, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's wild. And
time flies, as they say.
Yeah, 1 year, and it took me like 2 weeks to edit that video. Because I didn't know how.
Well, now you do. So here in the room, we got me, Jason, or otherwise known as Crazy Jay. I'm the director of the Youth Force program. And then we got Mr. Joe.
What up? I'm your program director for Youth Force.
And then we have Miss Amelia, who is always behind the scenes, never out of our minds.
And
the producer.
In everyone's heart.
In everyone's heart. Yeah, that probably was a bit better to say that. But anyways, yeah. So we are so excited. We had such a great year with this podcast. We had, I don't even remember how many episodes did we have?
We have, I think, I'm going to look because I have it pulled up. We have 15 plus me like saying we're taking a hiatus. So technically 16.
16 episodes, so 15 guests of all professions, everywhere from a monorail driver to a teacher to a guy that created his own business and actually started a legend of rafting down the river here in Cleveland, Tennessee. That was crazy.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, actually. I thought that one was really cool too.
So we just wanted to get back on here and kind of kick off the season with some updates of like what's going on in our world. Because not only have we grown with the podcast, but we are also growing in programming. But first, let's hear how many downloads have we had since we started? Because this is good news.
So we've hit 992 downloads all time. So we're 8 away from 1,000.
Nice.
8 away. So you know what that means.
Not only that, but we've been across the world. We can now say we're international.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking at the map and it's like all over the place.
Yes.
So that's wild. So again, that's something to celebrate. Hopefully we can get to 1,000. We are looking for sponsors this year. And so if you are a local business and you are hearing this here in Cleveland, Tennessee, please contact us at, I'll give you an email address, jpadgett@bgcocoe.org. And if you're looking to kind of support a really cool program where the kids get to learn how to be on a podcast, but also get to explore jobs and careers with the guests that we have. Man, we had some really good times that first grade. It was wild. What was your favorite? Let's go around the table and we'll talk about that. What was your favorite?
Well, my favorite was telling all the stories about me and cats. It was something you had to be there for.
Me and cats. Okay. Well,
all your lies about cats.
Who was your favorite guest?
Oh, my favorite
and why?
Guest. Oh, I would have to say my favorite guest. Actually, it wasn't. You know what? You shouldn't have asked me that question.
Okay, Amelia, who was your favorite guest?
Okay, my favorite guest was $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
Because we did the rap and it was funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man, I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, you weren't there. It was so funny. We did the Thanksgiving rap.
Well, mine was, of course, Mr. His name is escaping me. DeLorean.
Probert.
Probert. Yeah, I wanted to say Probert.
Andrew Probert.
Yeah, Mr. Probert, who I got to live my childish dream of being able to talk to that man, but he was really cool. And then also Molly, she was really fun to talk to too. And now you may be asking yourself, like, man, is this really a show with that is teens? And yes, it is officially. We have a whole team of teens now this year.
Yeah.
We have so the next episode that you hear will have a whole table of teens. We have a host, we have a couple of different hosts, but we found some talent over the summer and committed to being on this team. In fact, this Friday, November 1st, our AV team has been asked by BGCA to go to North Carolina. No.
New York, man, that's
It's like,
a hard
what?
drive.
They've been asked to go to North Carolina to film some of the hurricane relief that was happening. And so that's super exciting.
Yes.
We're running around crazy this week trying to get prepared for that, because that was like a quick, a lot of you have to have your head on a swivel where we work. What you say, Joe?
Yeah, we would say working at Youth Force is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Wow, that's the clichéest of the cliches there.
Well, Monday we had a launch party for another YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, we've officially launched our first YouTube series, which is called Forever Santa.
Yeah.
Actually, Santa was one of our guests, Pete Vanderpool, with story.
Yes, that was episode. It was around Christmas.
Yeah, and so
4.
Episode 4. So the Forever Santa is new, and that one's totally kid produced and teen directed, and which is really cool. We are working on another YouTube series, which will be a financial education series called Raising Up Millionaires, where it'll be at first a 5 series of episodes. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. We're really excited about that one. I always forget how old Silas is. Is he 15 or 14?
I don't know. I don't
He's
think we should tell
15.
everybody that information.
Oh, why is that?
Oopsie.
Why do they need to know?
Well, I'm just saying it's going to be financial education from a 15-year-old's perspective. That's important.
And he's goofy. So,
And he's goofy, yeah,
but in the best way.
but in the best way. Yeah, we absolutely love our kids. And so, am I missing anything else? What else we got coming up?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You never know. I
No.
really never know what's
Yeah.
about to happen.
Well, I do know some of the guests. So we have a lot of our guests in the chamber here that are coming up. We have Miss Natalie Rose from TikTok. She's about 2 million followers. She's going to be on here one of the first episodes, I think, of this season. And then we have coming down the pipeline, we have a gentleman who worked for Pixar, and he's done some storyboarding there, and which we just recently had. The last episode was this episode hasn't come out yet, but we had an episode where we talked to a Disney Imagineer, and the kids really love that one.
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
couple like in the backlog that are coming out season 2.
Sure.
Hey, if you guys get us to 1,000, maybe we'll drop a special episode.
Ooh, yeah, a special episode. We've been wanting to do like a Dungeons and Dragons episode, but
Yeah, that's hard though.
it's hard though because we can't do a whole campaign on this. This is not the channel
Yeah.
for it. But so be on the lookout for all that stuff. We also introduced the Blue Room, which it's a behind the scenes thing that we did at our teen conference Elevate, and we had like a couple of episodes on our YouTube channel. Is it on that? It's on that channel too, right?
The first one's on there, and then we took a hiatus.
Okay, so be sure to look out for those two, and maybe a couple more episodes of the Blue Room will show up over the next few months. Man, I tell you, this year it's been this whole program has been a challenge from the get-go, and just because like we just didn't really know what it was gonna look like. Like we had some ideas and some programs that we knew we wanted to teach, but this is like year 3, and we actually got a new supervisor who has come in, and he's really helped organize a lot of that, and he's a good friend of mine. His name is Jared Goins. He might be on the podcast at some point, but we've also been able to just kind of rearrange and take a step back. So with our program, we're going to be going more towards like project-based during the day for our programming aspect, but then on the flip side of that, we're still going to have all of our internships that we have. So if you are a teenager and you want a job, come on.
It's fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
very fun.
And we've also got a robot that we're working on, which is pretty cool. I think that's like one of the coolest things.
Yeah. If you help us get to 2,000, we'll let you pick a name. We'll pick somebody to pick a name for this robot.
Joe's pushing.
Hey, you
I
know,
always feel bad when the kids are like, "Hey, do you know how to do this?" And it's something with a robot thing, and I'm like, "No, I can show you how to edit," and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"No, I'm good." And I'm like, "Okay."
I mean, but now we can.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
And I just have to give a special shout out to our new staff, Alex.
Yeah.
He has
Yay.
been killing the game.
Yeah, he is.
And
He's sitting over there right now.
not everybody knows who Alex is, but you will get to know him.
He's in the shadows.
Always watching.
Not in a creepy way. So we got a lot of awesome things that are coming down the pipeline here. This is going to be probably our best year yet, with everything across the board, from the podcast to the videos to the just finding kids to be able to find some career paths. So I have a couple win stories to tell, because we do those for grants and everything, but like I want to share this with our audience. So there's a couple of students I'd like to highlight. There was one who he is one of our after school program kids that goes to the teen center, and we had this partnership with a local haunted attraction this semester, and the kids got to go and they got to do special effects makeup, and then they also got to like help run the haunt.
it was cool.
Yeah.
I volunteered 2 nights the other weekend,
Yeah.
and it was like, it was really fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like all our students did like really good too.
Well, this particular student, he has kind of had a hard time. He's had a hard time trying to find his place a little bit. And I think, and he's a middle schooler, and we just kind of like gave him an opportunity, because usually we don't send out middle schoolers to do this kind of stuff, but he really needed something to buy into. And I was so proud of him, because like the haunted house told us nothing but good things about him and the experience that he had and the growth that I believe that he had too. Just being in that environment. Of course, his sister was with him, and that small group of our kids that went in there. But yeah, 423 Haunt. I think that was our first episode. We had people from that.
yeah, it was
That
from
was-
423
yeah.
Haunt. It was
Yeah, we're
bloody
still
good time.
partners with them. We're actually going to be hopefully deepening our partner this next year, and helping them really make that attraction something that is premium around here. And then the other one we have was, she's a female student, and she did really great. And she came to us and she was in one internship and it wasn't really working out for her. And so I just told her, I said, listen, like, she's one of the Pi students, Pi Center students. And I said, listen, like, just come stay here with us. And I have all these cool projects to do. And just come here and work here for the rest of the term. And she said, okay. And we had this laser engraving machine, like that, which kind of like has been the bane of our existence, sort of.
Yeah.
Because every time you try to fix it, you fix one thing and then 6 million other things happen.
Yeah, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
But then none of us have any time to like really sit down and fix it. And I've had other students come in.
Grown men have come.
Yeah, grown men have come in to try to fix it. And she comes in 45 minutes. Because it engraves, but it didn't cut. And so
Yeah.
I said, I just want it to cut. I need it to cut. And she came in, and 45 minutes later, I get a picture. Amelia sends me a picture of her standing proudly with the square cut out of the wood. And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
and it's engraved too.
and it's engraved, like there's
Yeah.
like a test card that they do.
Mhm.
And it was perfectly. And I'm just like, see, this is like it. But like, I know for Joe and I, we had that moment. Remember, it was a moment when we were talking with her, and we were doing the program,
Yeah.
like helping her find
her passion and what she wants to do.
Yeah, and like we were also that safe place for her, to kind of explore that without having to like carry on with the fact of like, typically when you want to switch jobs, there's a trail that follows you. But like I told her, I was like, listen, it's like, you don't need to do that with us. You could put them down as a work experience, but like you put us down as a reference and we'll cover you, and just say like, explain to the employer about, she's worked with us for a long time and blah, blah, blah. And so right now we got her working on a pretty cool project. It's like a remote control table that walks, which
She's like a savant with all this stuff,
Oh my
like
gosh,
with the 3D
yeah.
printing and the
And
laser engraving.
I love how she comes in and she whips the boys into shape too. She's
Yeah.
just like, she's like,
You
hey,
better get in line right now. What do you think you're doing?
Tristan's like, I can't. What am I supposed to do? And she's like,
Do it.
Put this away,
Yeah.
put this away, put this away. And so yeah, and then
We got them on the donut on Blender.
Oh my gosh,
Anyone's
yeah.
followed the donut tutorial?
Everyone is doing the donut right now as a project.
And no, the donut is not a new dance move.
No, but because for those of you who don't know, Blender is like a 3D modeling project. Not 3D model, a 3D modeling program that they can learn how to do 3D modeling. Then we also send it to the 3D printer. And so Jamie, who is the Disney Imagineer friend of ours that came in, he lives here locally. He's become a good friend of mine, and he has gave us homework because they're working on like a trash can robot that will go around roasting the kids, which is hilarious. I can't wait for that. Pick up your trash. But anyways, he's helping us 3D model the 3D components of that. And so he gave all the kids homework on how to do that. And that was kind of like a light bulb moment for us where it was like, oh, we
can teach them without having to do it ourselves type thing.
Yeah,
too.
like it's independent project, but like
Yeah.
adrenal board certifications and stuff is coming down the pipeline. And, you know, but we can sit here and talk all day about this. We kind of want to make this a kind of a short episode. And so we're just looking forward to this season, and please contact us if you have any. We did have, speaking of contact, we have one guest that's coming up. Contact us, which is awesome.
Yes, which is so cool. Like,
so, yeah, it was really cool. So, but just wrap it up here, and we look forward to hearing from you guys. Please send in any questions or maybe some careers that you are in, or maybe some careers that you might want to hear about. And just looking forward to another great season. So
yes,
thank you for listening. Thank you for downloading, and thank you for sticking around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, my name is Joe.
My name is Jay.
And I'm Amelia.
This is Youth Force Chronicles. We'll see you on the next episode.
Woo!
Are you ready?